And good evening. Good evening. Wow, okay, a lot of people here. I like that. Oh, we got a commercial going. Start out by soda, and we are good to go. Mind control. Better listen. Mind control. You better listen. Okay. All right, everybody's coming on in. Give me a second. I don't know why you do that, but you have to. All right. Let's seriously talk about mind control because it is everywhere. Now, I'm going to start out with a very small example, and we're going to build off of that. Yes, I was out of the gym. I'm usually in and out in like 20 minutes. Enough for me for a good workout. And we're going to have a DVD coming out soon on how to work out the right way. That aside, okay, I'm outside the gym. I'm done working out. I light up a cigarette. Just like that. And this woman I know in the gym, we always say hi to each other. Nothing more than that. She comes out. She sees me smoking. And she's like, oh my God, no. I can't believe it. You're smoking. And she starts to get weak-kneed. I said, are you okay? She goes, well, the smoke, it's affecting me. Now I just saw her running on the cardio machine, full speed. And I don't think a little smoke, which wasn't even going her way, was not even going her way, could affect her. So I'm thinking to myself, I throw a cigarette away because yeah, I'm a gentleman. True. And I said, you okay? She goes, oh, no, don't come near me. What's wrong? She goes, well, you have the smoke on you, and I don't want to die from secondhand smoke. Now, let's just jump forward to this. Did people think like that 20 years ago when every movie, every TV show, even on the Tonight Show, Johnny Carson was smoking? No. Mind control. Somebody is telling you how to think, how to react, and how to dance to their music. Everywhere. And especially in the dating scene, which we'll get to shortly. I made some notes, okay? The cigarettes is the first one. Because now what it does, it not only gives people something to complain about, which they didn't really need that much, but it gives people a chance of false power. They go, oh, you're smoking. That's bad for you. Like I never heard it. It says it right in this pack. Smoking is bad for you. Years ago, things that were bad for you were fun. Racing cars, this is for the guys. Doing all sorts of crazy stuff growing up. That was what we considered fun. Now it's bad for you. The mind control on parents is incredible. I see 3-year-olds on the big wheel. That's about this high with a helmet on. You know, just overprotective. The whole idea, to make you feel like death is imminent. Of course, all mind control stems from one thing: fear. If they can get you afraid, they can control everything that you do. And that's going on a grand scale right now at this moment. Everybody is living in fear. For example, what used to be flirting and fun is now sexual harassment. How did they change these minds? How did they make people react that way? They just made it trendy. Everybody wants to be in on the in crowd. There is no in crowd, okay? We are controlled puppets, all of us, okay? To react to things most of them don't even exist. For example, the whole cardio thing. I'm not going to say cardio is really bad for you, although it does raise estrogen if you do too much. But the whole idea of cardio has, as you know, twofold. One is people think if they do cardio, they're actually buying time and living longer. That is not true. Then it gives them a feeling of superiority. I did cardio, you didn't, I win. No, cardio has a whole bunch of things to it. Number three, the whole idea of running in place and going nowhere. Well, that was exposed by David Icke as a big, scam on the world. The whole idea of getting people to run in place and go nowhere. And to top it off, they even gave you a TV screen and air conditioning, a magazine rack to read. And hell, I want one of those machines. I don't turn it on, I just put on TV. No, I don't watch TV. Just being a little facetious here. But they are getting to everyone. There was a time when, in the 70s, if you were married, your wife, you swapped wives, you had fun, you went wild. Now, one cheating, divorce. What you think, is it really your own thoughts? Or is it something you heard on a movie, TV set, whatever? It's hard. How do you react? What you think some fictitious audience is watching, or how you really want to react? And I think people really want to be good people. But it is getting harder and harder. Because the true sign of a brainwashed person, and this is fact science, is that when you try to have a discussion with them on what's really going on, they go, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it, with that same fucking voice, okay? And I said the F word. Yeah, I said the F word. Oh my, it's funny. Adults are going, you said the F word. Yeah, I said fuck. If you don't like it, fuck you, okay? Now we're going to go to the dating scene in just a moment. And, of course, I will play a song and have some soda. I have gotten 3 cans in here of soda. Yeah. Now, here's a question for you. If you're into bodybuilding at all, how come this is my diet, okay? Soda, drive-through, lo mein. All right? That's pretty much some sushi here and there with a friend. But how come I can have, my chest has gotten so big I cannot wear a button-down shirt. I had a really nice shirt for tonight. Couldn't get it on because it wouldn't close. And for my Brooklyn retrograde show, I'm going to wear it because what the heck. But I seriously could not put on clothes that my chest has gotten huge. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying I know how to work out right. I know what supplements really do work, and you're not going to find them in any magazines. So, I got a question here before we take a quick, short break. Gary, you're a fucking horse. Okay, no, I was just kidding. Okay. Alex! Yes, it is being done so to perfection, so powerful that you will not believe it. Anything on the shoes, let me just explain that. I can make one that looks so nice, and I know a guy doesn't. They look great, look fantastic. They don't work. And this one is going to work. We threw some, it had some extra rooms, we threw some extra diamonds in there, you name it. It's working. Ah, look at this. All right, we got some good questions here. Oh, thank you. Hey. Okay. The famous people are watching tonight. And we're going to talk about you in a second. I am glad you brought this up, Jama. Very glad. And I want to talk about this. I would have totally forgotten about it. The body is its own function. Absolutely true. And this is a very good point. Inmates are not privy to the best diets and yet have great bodies. That is absolutely true beyond a doubt. Now, I'll explain why inmates are in such good shape. Okay? They throw you into prison Guilty or not, they don't care anymore. They don't care. And what's happening in prison? You're in fear for your life. Your body and mind go into defense mode. I have to protect myself. I have to defend myself. Your testosterone kicks out like a bastard. And guys in prison are riding on a high testosterone just as though they took steroids. So it's not all about diet. It's not about food. It's not all this other stuff that I'm so glad you brought up, that they brainwash people into it. No, you throw a guy in prison, he's going to get big. Why? Because his testosterone goes off the roof. Why? Self-preservation. That's why you got to get mean sometimes. You want to build a body, you got to get mean. And I have the stuff that'll get you mean. It's not for sale yet. And I'll tell you why. Because I have the stuff. It is already here in the warehouse. But to create the labels, to put everything together, hey, you know, we don't have an unlimited budget here. We're not funded by the New World Order, by the Carlyle Corporation, or anything else. So once that's done, and the labels are on there, and it goes with all the regulations of what has to be on the label, that stuff works. You don't have to go to prison to have a great body, okay? I see guys my age, and I go, you know, you're young enough to be my son. They go, no, I'm actually older than you. I think, no, it's not possible. Yeah, it is possible. State of mind and state of knowing what the hell to do. That's what I do. I spend my time researching. I research with, you know, some of the top scientists in the world. And, you know, I say science doesn't lie. It doesn't. I took the tests. Try this, take this, see if this works. Well, yeah, I was a skinny kid at one time. And, yeah, it really is a big, big matter of mental state. Now, why doesn't McDonald's affect me? Why don't these sodas make you to a fat bastard? Why? Because I don't believe it will. That is mind. That is in my head. I say, hey, this stuff is good for me. Raccoons don't eat it, but for me it works. And it does. Because our mind is greater than a raccoon's. There's a big difference between the occult secrets audio and the occult power of possession. Alex, thank you. It's happening right now. Okay, possession. And this is an interesting thing. People are possessed all the time. And I explain this on the new possession audio. When you have a fear or a phobia, it's possession. It is an entity inside of you that will not allow you to express yourself. How it got there, whatever. Usually when you were a kid, you play the Ouija board. That's discussed too. You create or allow spirits to jump into you. Now, to say that spirits don't exist is absolutely crazy. I can prove they exist. I can conjure one up. Not on the show tonight, but I can. Now, I remember this really Bronx tough wise guy once said, yeah, you can conjure up a spirit. Yeah, send one to my house, all right? An hour later, he called me up. He goes, I can't stay in my house. I got to leave. I'm going to go live with my parents. And this is one of the toughest guys I ever met. Real tough, not bullshit tough. So, yeah, the stuff works. Interesting story about one of my death candles. I was talking to a possible investor. And he goes, you know, I don't believe this bullshit. I said, to me, it's not bullshit. To me, it's fact. He goes, really? Give me a death candle. He takes out this Sharpie pen. I happen to have it here for demonstration purposes. And he goes, what is it? You sign your name 9 times? I go, I'm supposed to sign it. I'll sign my own name. All right? Show this bullshit doesn't work. And he put it back down on my desk. And as usual, I lit a cigarette. My famous lighters. Things are being lost, what they are. But I just lit the candle. What the heck? I didn't even remember he wrote his name on it. I was supposed to hear back from him in 4 or 5 days. He took financial reports, you know, the usual investor stuff. Yeah, after 2 months, that's kind of rude. I think I'll give him a call. Go, hi, can I speak to you? I don't want to mention his name. He's watching tonight because he's changed his mind. I said, well, he's in the hospital. I said, what happened? I said, we don't know, but he stopped breathing. Well, let's see. This is this is what happens when I like this stuff. And he signed his own name, which made it a little bit more powerful. Well, I had to do a lot of rituals, and now he's back from the hospital, and he doesn't doubt this stuff anymore. Or he could just say, hey, coincidence, right? No, no coincidence at all. Okay, all right. Sorry, I didn't see the name there. There's so many questions here. I'm leaving town. All right. Jason, Gary, Jason here. You're right on. Even David Letterman smoked cigars on his show, and now guys are acting like bitchy women who complain about people who party or play with men's toys. Thanks, Jason. We'll talk further as. All right, this is David Henderson here. Yep, I can mention your last name because you have been a co-host on many shows with some great insights. Kyle, he just got me here. Kyle, health issues are totally a mental state. That's all you got to do. It is absolutely a mental state. And they play on that. Look at how many people are depressed, clinically depressed. There's no barometer to tell if you're depressed. You can't go in and fake a heart attack and get it read on a machine. They'll know you're faking. But people go in and fake depression, get all sorts of medication. And now it's almost chic and cool to be fucked up. How fucked up is that? You fairies. How to say that? A little Al Pacino on that. Okay. Ramon. Okay. I'll fix that. Download problem. 1 out of 500 people. They'll watch a show. Okay, next question. Hey Gary, there's been light in red candles and carving the girl's name on the candles 7 times, writing her name with hearts on it, my name. Am I doing this right? Absolutely. You have no idea how powerful candle magic is. Now, if you throw some sparkles and some herbs and stuff, you're now making it mega powerful. That's why I say go to any rich house. What do you see? Candles. Any rich neighborhood, what do they sell? Candles. Poor neighborhoods, TV sets. Okay? It's not by accident. Any mosque, well, I'm not sure about the mosque. I have not been in one in a long time. But let's say Buddhist temples, most temples, churches, all have candles burning and incense. Why? Because they like it? Because it helps? No, it works. They won't tell you why, but it works. And now for my soda break and a song.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware.
2 choices.
I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Question.
There's bad lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speak in their minds.
How long will it take to get this girl? Okay, this will help speed things up. Because before I ever did a word on dating and picking up women and all that other stuff, I was doing books, bestsellers on the occult. Now, The Powers of Darkness, that book, which I think I may have regretted putting out, I'm not sure, is selling, I think Jason keeps track of it, for $3,800 on eBay, and it's gone the next day. It has started a lot of these secret temples, and I thought it was used for good, but of course, society the way it is, that's what happened. But if you just say to as you light the candle, go, I command you, because if you don't command the spirits, they're not going to listen to you. I command you to bring me this girl now. I light the candle. That is going to add a lot of juice to the fire, okay? Fuel, whatever you want to call it. How come dating sites don't work? Very simple. People are made to actually meet and be with other people. There's a certain energy. You can be two girls, equally pretty. Well, one not as pretty as the other one. And the one that's not as pretty turns you on because there's a certain energy. You can't get that over a dating site. You can't get that by technology. Think about that. Up until the last 20 years, people actually had to meet other people. Now, technology you can't hide behind for everything. And I'll tell you, they really screwed up the phones with that. You know, it's like, sometimes I have a mistake on a bill and I call up and it's like, oh, well, you need this department. Please hold on. They cut you off. And then you get somebody who doesn't speak English. It's like, you know, at this point, I'll just pay the $27 not to deal with this shit. And that's intentional. Everything is by design. Maybe the shirt, I don't know. But talking about mind control, it is there in the music industry, it's there in the film industry, and it's there everywhere. The idea, simple. Make you feel weak, make you feel like you're a little less than everybody else. You're not, okay? My goal, freedom. Their goal, enslavement. One day we'll meet on the field of honor. I don't know if I'll be coming back, but the message is there. Every show is there to scare you, to put a little message in there, a little twist. Even the crime shows, you start to sympathize with the victim, you sympathize with the criminal. It's there to control your mind. Now, in the 1970s, it wasn't like that. A lot of questions are coming up here. Wow. And they're all questions. Gary, Jason again, can you use the possession system of the brown paper bag ritual? Yes. You know, the brown paper bag is similar to parchment paper. And years ago, everybody wrote stuff on parchment. I had a writing kit I'm going to have for sale. That works. You write your own future. You can't do it. They are so busy controlling your mind, thinking you're totally ineffective. Your life is worth shit. And, you know, I have not met a woman yet, okay, talk about mind control, yet on this planet. I'm not going to say in the world, because I've been all over the world, and women always have one universal question. Anybody know what that is? Am I getting fat? Doesn't matter. Anorexics have asked me that question. Am I getting fat? Well, you're 78 pounds and 5'6". Yeah, you're fat as a horse. All mind control. That's what they want. They want an insecure, frightened public, because then you can do anything you want with them. Wow, a lot of questions here. What do you know about the UFO phenomenon? Alex, is happening right now. Okay, let me tell you something about UFOs. Now think about this. I believe, that's my opinion, UFOs existed thousands of years ago. Since then, nothing. Now you may be saying, wait a second, what about all these UFO sightings? Notice something. Think a little bit. Have you noticed any of the UFO sightings, when they started, was at the same time the Air Force started? Before then, no sightings. Go back 6,000 years, sightings all over the place. Something happened. The Air Force flies stuff that I've seen it, that you would think would be a flying saucer. Look up the flying wing. It didn't exactly work out, but everybody thought that was a flying saucer, and they would laugh at how many people called in. It was a jet. It was 6 in production. They all crashed. They weren't. But that's just one out of many. But notice none of the UFO reports came in before the Air Force started flying and testing all sorts of things. On the other side, many pilots have reported seeing UFOs. So I don't know. Why are women always on their phones? Simple, easy answer. Because true men are not available anymore. Look at, what's his name? Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller. The portrayal of a leading man in a movie is like a teenage jerk-off kid. Okay? And what happens, because they put out so many of these movies, is every young guy starts acting like these little jerk-off kids, all by design, all part of mind control. And we got some more questions here. So that's why, out of lack of somebody to talk to, somebody who'll listen, somebody who'll be there for them, and we'll get to Charles Manson in a second on how he did it. I could even imitate him, possibly. But I'll give me 1 second to further your question. There's going to be a great audio program and a live webinar coming up this Friday with the Reverend C.J. Henderson, who has been into the occult and mind control, who has witnessed deals with the devil being made, and it's going to... Okay. How do you use candle magic to get a girl? Write her name on it and say, I command you to get the girl. And that'll do it. And if not, buy one of our candles because they have herbs in there, spices, glitter, roots. You'll get the girl. There was a guy who I would have to say was like, almost on the borderline of being retarded. I don't lack of a better word. And he wanted a girl to come live with him. I made up a special candle for him. It's like, is this going to work? Yeah, I'm just being honest how he sounded. It's going to work. I said, try it. If it doesn't work, just call me up and say it didn't work. Give me a refund. He called up. He goes, it works. She's living with me. That's mind control right there through hidden sources, which is what is used a lot. All mind control is hidden. It's hidden in TV on, how do they do it? Flicker rate and low sonic sound. They can make you do anything. There was a survey that proved that women prefer unhappy guys. Is that true? No. That is absolutely, completely not true. Women do not like unhappy guys. In fact, I'll tell you why. And this gets back to the Charles Manson thing. Unhappy guys cannot protect a woman. Now, Charles Manson has said this in interviews. The reason he had so many women, and he had like 70 women, so if you get the other ones, the 3 went bad, 4, that loved him. Why? He offered them protection. He goes, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And he's only 5'2", but all I have to do is here. I will protect you and take care of you. A weak man cannot do that. Women like a strong man. I've spoken to a lot of women, all agree, universally. I don't know where the survey came from, but please send it to me. All right, Junior, so I'm going to send this right out. You can't get on the show. We'll take care of that. All right. Yes, this Friday, a super webinar with some really good guests on the occult. Last one got sold out, so... Oh, that's a good question. Gary. That's it. No. My problem with approaching women is not the fear of rejection, but the fear of running out of things to say. I can start a conversation, but I hit those strange moments of silence. Okay. I could help you very much with that. On GaryBrodsky.com is How to Date Like a Prick, which addresses that and dating in detail. You will never run out of things to say if you listen to that. Now I can go recite it right now because I've done it, and that's the cure. The cure's already done. What are the true effects of cough medicine and aspirin? All I know is that if I have a cough, I'll take cough medicine and aspirin because I don't believe they're going to hurt me. But my mind on that is sharp as hell. Other areas, forget it. Taking a break, be right there. Dakota, if you're out there, let me know. I got a special song for you. But before that, let's go here. Got so many songs. Oh, yeah. Virgin Soda. It's on my DHEA. Pump up that volume.
When I want to rock steady, yeah, I know I got to get ready. Close my eyes and I let myself go. Listen to, baby, let the music flow. Yeah. Turn on the light and stay with me a while and ease your world of mine. Turn on the light, oh baby, and stay with me a while and rock steady. Yeah. Rock steady, yeah. Rock steady.
Okay.
In my love, yeah.
I am back talking about mind control. Interesting because words play a big part in mind control. Clothing plays a big part in it. Believe it or not, this is not mind control clothing. It's what I have that fits, okay? There's a big difference there. A lot, okay. What is the best opener when you approach a woman? And I have the best answer for that. The best opener is confidence. No matter what you say, it's not a line. It's how you deliver the line. It's how you have the confidence, how you stand. That's what whoever said in that question about, unhappy men, you see a guy like this. You look great tonight. Not going to work. You see a guy like this. You look great tonight. It's going to make a big, big, big difference. So any line is a good line. Even a bad line is a good line if you deliver it correctly. What's happening to Ron Paul? Okay, Alex, I think you asked that question. I don't know. I mean, I am just so bored of the whole government system. It's like this gets bad, but this got to be better. You don't know until you get elected. I'm going to sit this one out and just watch. The debates are fun to watch, but to me, it's mind control. It's celebrity worship. Well, these are leaders? I don't really believe that. Corporate stooges? Yeah, who's the best corporate stooge? Because America is a corporation. It was incorporated in 1933 in Puerto Rico. These are presidents of the corporation of the United States of America. The presidents may change, but the corporate charter does not. And it is not a good charter right now. That's all I have to say. But I will add this. That doesn't mean you cannot have a life full of fun, joy, happiness, laughing. These things are also being taken out. And that's what I say about mind control. They stop you from laughing. Instead of people laughing at your jokes, they analyze them. Instead of people listening, they challenge. Instead of people saying, that's okay, it's like, well, you did this, you did that to me. People are fighting, talking, arguing, speaking, living in a victim mentality without ever being victimized. Yes, there are real victims out there. But how many walking wounded are there that have never been wounded, but think it's cool, it's good to be wounded? I wonder about that. Cigarette break time. Well, I'll listen to this question first. All right, John, how you doing? Hello, my friend Gary. Hey, my friend John, how are you? I tried a honey bath with High John oil. It worked great. Using the method of act as if. This weekend I met a hot woman, made better friends just being out there politically incorrect. You're definitely right about mind control. It's creepy and true. Thank you, John. I take you quite seriously because the missing link. Okay. I think it's my personal gift to you. Thank you. Stavros, this is thank you so much. I am going to read this even further after the show. See, there's mind control, but it's okay. Private question. We'll get a private answer later. When you hear Stavros, what do you think of? Yeah, Kojak. I'm just beginning to learn how to work this. Okay. Can hypnosis make you confident? Absolutely. You know, there was a time, not so long ago, when dentists were using hypnosis instead of Novocaine. And it was working. What happened? They shut them right down. Why? Because it worked. If you got something that works, you're going to have a hell of a hard time getting it out there. Talking about hypnosis, braintrain.com. Okay? Don't get anything until after 12:30 because I'm putting on a special sale on that. You'll all be notified, all of you, by email. I got to take this off because it's getting a little warm in here. Yes. As I said, I cannot get a shirt that fits tonight. What a difference. Well, thank you so much. That's a Reverend Henderson, not Dave. Gary, Jason again. Today is about every commercial is about some medication and depression pills. And 20 years ago, guys racing cars, chasing women, having the best time they could ever have, and a party every night. Thanks. Ah, Jason, that is exactly what I'm talking about in mind control. We used to be alive. They don't want us to be alive anymore. Antidepressants, I know I'm not a doctor, I'm not supposed to say this, but you could read about it. People take antidepressants, they're like, oh man, I'm depressed. Take an antidepressant. Well, no, it just kills your passion receptors. It's a zombification medicine, and if you read the side effects, this is on it, side effects may include suicide. How much of a depression can pull you out if you want to kill yourself? There's only one antidepressant that I know of, and I'm going to take it right now in front of everybody. Gold. Why do you think gold is so valuable? That's about a teaspoon. Now I'm going to be manic all night and happy and in a good mood, and people are going to think, what's wrong with you? I'm in a good mood. That? Yeah, I'm in a good mood. Well, we can allow that. Who's we? I don't know. Just doesn't seem right. All right. Music break coming up at this moment.
The sweet, pretty things are in bed now, of course. The city fathers, they're trying to endorse the reincarnation of Paradise Horse, but the town has no need to be nervous. Goes to Belly Star, she hands down her wit to Jezebel and I, she violently hits. Of all week for Jack the Ripper, who sits at the head of the Chamber of Commerce. Mama's in the factory, she ain't got no shoes. Daddy's in the alley, he's looking for food. I'm in the kitchen with the tombstone blues.
All right, this one I got to answer like Al Pacino. I'm sorry. Or maybe I'll even read like Al Pacino. It's from Kyle. To say what you said earlier, it seems in my high school, being fucked up is a big fad. Everyone walks around here talking about just how fucked up they are. Oh, that's a big. Oh, that's big. Are you kidding? You know, everybody is so on so much medication in high schools. I've seen the sheets, and it's like, what medications is he on? Who's your psychiatrist? When did this start? We got to stop it, all of us. End of this week, Alex, and it will be perfect. Okay, question. What are good things to carve on a red candle? Okay, that you're going to have to get this. I have a 3-hour long at GaryBrodsky.com occult. It says the 3 sets. It's all about how you really can use all the candle work. It would take hours to describe. It took me almost a lifetime, and I'm not done yet. Of study to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and it's all there. And if you want a discount, send me an email, and I'll be happy to get it to you for a discount, because I think that this has to get out there, because as I said, the occult is everywhere. You can't miss it. The Statue of Liberty is an occult symbol. The symbolism is on money. It's everywhere you touch, they put their signature on there, and they're really trying to get In God We Trust off the money. It's funny, but I'm not going to get into too spiritual here, because I get into trouble for that. But yeah, that's how Charlie, did the mind control. He just offered protection. I'll take care of it. Little things that bother people, they won't bother you. It's third-party intervention. It's like, oh man, this credit company calls me. Let me call them for you. This is some mind control right there, how you can use it. I'll take care of it for you. Call me and send this person, okay, they're having a little trouble emotionally. Just call me. It doesn't matter you're saying to a credit card company. Now you're relieving people's problems. You can become a cult leader by doing that. That's just a little info right there. But mind control is always going to be used. If you see an ad, it's mind control. But when mind control is used, because you just think about it. You walk outside, people look at you. You're controlling their mind. But when mind control is used to victimize the society, to make everybody feel weak and helpless and hopeless, then it is being used for a bad and terrible cause. Yes, Jason, absolutely. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, great. All right, let's start hitting some questions now, because we're getting on to the show. Just flies by. Yeah. Taking a quick break. I'd like to hear some more questions from some new people. That was quick. Oh, I almost dropped the phone here. So, dude, so everyone is on ADD and ADHD medication. Everybody's also taking Zoloft antidepressant. Not everybody, but a lot of people are. And I can tell by looking at somebody if they're on antidepressant medication, because they shake your hand, they don't look in your eyes. Their soul is gone, robbed, buried. And what used to be the passion of teenagers, dating, guys like girls, girls like guys, guys look more like guys, forget what they look like today. All state of mind reflecting in the body. Okay. All of it. State of mind reflecting in the body. That's why they don't encourage heavy weights. Why? Because there is a day out there. Because lifting heavy weights like I do, that's why you got this solid steel. is somebody who can fight back. They don't want to fight people who can fight back. It's like the old days of honor. No. Actually, dueling was legal until 1913. Yes. Is there a big difference between your love drawing mojo bag and a seduction mojo bag? Yes. And I've experimented with both of them and had other people experiment with both of them. The love drawing mojo bag will draw women to you who love you. Where the other one will draw women to you who want to just have sex with you the next morning. It's like, what the hell did I sleep with? She's beautiful, but I can't stand her. That's the difference. Mix them both, it works. And we're going to be coming out with a line of, and this is a big investment for me and a couple of partners, with oils that work. We find out, this is how we do our research, who all the big name, super wealthy people are buying stuff from. We track that down, check the results over a 2-year period, and then find the supplier and work out a deal with them, which requires making labels, creating websites, and all that other stuff. How do we fight evil magic? With good magic. As is written, you fight evil with goodness. And I'll give you a very good example. And this will take a second to explain. It is hard as hell to do, but it is so easy. You take a pen and paper and you make a list of everyone who's ever done you wrong. And you pick up this list and go, I forgive all these people. You throw it in the garbage. And you have just, exercised yourself from a lot of possession. You will be amazed how free you'll feel. And that goes for everybody, not just you. I have a list right now, it's only 1,200 pages long. No, just kidding. I do it all the time. And you do get freedom from that. Freedom you wouldn't believe. Another way, go through all your drawers, take out all your garbage. And anything you find that you might have, hey, this is great. I don't use it. Give it to somebody else. And check out Gary'sChurch.com. No apostrophe. It's not live. It's live now, but it's not fully functional yet. And I don't remember that movie. As I said, I don't watch anything since Dragnet. Okay, I don't watch television. I personally do not own a television set. That's on, hey, this guy died? Yeah, when? 8 years ago. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch movies. I feel, you know. Okay, I'll send you back an email on this. I'm not going to air anybody's private life on this show. This is not Jerry Springer here tonight. Okay, get your questions ready and time for a fun song. Everybody gets in a good mood, right? Well, that brings back memories. Just age check here. I remember this song first came out. Yeah. Now think about this. Disco. I'm just talking about disco for a second. That was a mind control operation to bring back dancing and people getting together. It was not an evil one. It was a good one. Because dancing had fallen away. And now, what do people do? What is the big entertainment? computer games. They don't need a prison. They don't need FEMA camps. They got everybody sitting home alone on their iPods, iPads, maxi pads, mini pads, computers, desktop, laptops, you name it, playing games day and night. Shows you how the mind affects the body. You look at a guy who plays computer games, you are not going to see somebody who walks like a man, talks like a man, acts like a man. It just is because, and this is proven, I'm not going to go into a whole speech about this, but you can go onto Google and see how video games hit the same receptors sexually as romance does. You are burning out and destroying men. But on the positive side, hey, more women for you, okay? Let me get these questions. Okay, we're going into overdrive. Jason, again, homosexuality is one of the biggest mind control weapons against men today and internet dating. Thanks, Jason. I have to agree with you, and I'll tell you why. All of a sudden, gay marriage has become a political issue, which means it's compromising the First Amendment of religious freedom. And in every major religion, homosexuality is a sin. Now, when God changes his policy, and I get a notification from heaven that the policy has changed, I will change mine. Marriage, as it says in the Bible, is between a man and a woman. And it is not a political point. And in every homosexual society, what happens? God is not happy. He rains fire. And we're just about ready for the storm to start. So, most of my political views are in line with God's. People seem to have a problem with that today. Take it up to the big guy, okay? Oh, I love this question. Gary, I don't know your name. You just have a number, but okay. Must be an inmate. I'm just kidding. Gary, is it bad to check out every girl that walks by? Like check her boobs a lot when you talk to her? Does that make you look like a jerk? No, it makes you look like a man. And this is what's happening today. Numbers. Is that I've been to the beach and so we got some really beautiful women out here. They walk by and guys don't look. My head is the only one that turns. Because they're busy on their phones playing a goddamn game. You're playing with reality. You're enjoying reality. You're appreciating God's creations. Women. Nothing wrong with that. Certainly doesn't make you look like a jerk. Especially today. Yes, I will send this to the... and David, thank you so much for those nice words. You get a lot of nice words. That's nice. How does fire magic and elemental magic work in general? Again, you got to get the audio program, the 3-disc set, because I could be here for hours discussing that. Literally hours. But it does work because why? The people who run this world, the owners of this world. Yeah, we have owners, not politicians. Not for a long time. They all do occult stuff. There's secret societies and all that other stuff. They do occult stuff for power, control, and they do it in a very ugly way. The same tools can be used in a very nice way. So, I'm just saying, you know, it really is your state of mind. And in most societies, the psychopaths wind up at the top. I don't know how that happens, but it's true. If you think of, you know, Augustus Caesar, the Augustan age is known as the age of freedom and peace, only replaced 100 and something years later by Caligula, and then Nero. They somehow get in there. Always keeping a mindful, watchful eye about these people. And now, I'm taking a nice, good soda break. We're going to overdrive, so I'll be here for a while. get some questions from people who have not been here yet. There's a lot of people watching here, so let's go. Question. Thank you. There's a question. No, sure. All right. This is from a guy named Gary. Like your name. What a coincidence. A commercial just interrupted your show in French. It was a man and a woman in a car. The driver of the car was dominating, intelligent woman, and the man in the passenger seat was a complete useless dummy. Thank you, Gary. The other guy. That is mind control right there. You see enough of that, you start becoming it because you think everybody else is doing it. And that's the thing. Everybody's doing this. Everybody's doing that. I guess I got to do it too. You don't. But that is a great coincidence. I will let you know. The what we call the Len ritual is the ritual that made a guy a billionaire. And that does take a little time, but everything and the kitchen sink is thrown in there. Yes, the kitchen sink. Now I have no kitchen sink, so you know, I actually don't put the kitchen sink in there. Will MK66 or 17 work on a dating site? Probably, and I'll tell you why. It's just like the smile over the phone. Cannot be explained. But when you call somebody up and you smile over the phone, they can feel it, even though they can't see it. So I assume yes, because it's worked for me. And if it doesn't work for you, you don't want to deal with the MK17 and the other stuff. If it doesn't work for you, give it to a friend, pour it down towards you, say, hey, it's not working for me, give me a refund. That's simple. And our other deal, if any of our products don't work for you, get you women, get you laid, get you in bed, we will cheerfully refund your money and send you a knife to cut it off with. Now, nobody else offers those kind of deals. Oh, please tell them again that it's all vibration. It is all vibration. Everything is vibration. The whole world works on vibration. And you could read, Google, check out anything. You'll find out it's vibration. And that's why gold creates an incredible vibration, incredible personal power. You want proof? Every royal family buys this. Same stuff. It's the best out there. Every rock star, everybody drinks this. Why? It creates an amazing magnetism. If you don't know where to get a link to it, newultrahealth.com. Newultrahealth.com. Yeah, we're going to make a fancier site and stuff like that. But this stuff is just as good. And it does work. It is incredible. I get a lot of emails that say this. Add gold to your diet and the word fear will be gone from your vocabulary. And just something else on the MK17. I don't use it that much because sometimes I like to play the game. I wore it to the gym, I think a week ago Friday, and I was practically mugged by women and like grabbed. It was like so much fun. It works. I love this one, Kyle. Thank you. So you can be in God's graces and practice magic. P.S. Nice night. Thank you. Of course you can. Prayer is a form of magic that they're trying to get rid of. It works. And candles are lit in church. And every ritual that I have comes from Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and some of the Gospels. In fact, the gold. Who invented this? Who invented this? Anybody know? I'll give it a few seconds. I'll play a song. While we're in overdrive and waiting. Okay, I want to know who invented gold. All right, come on, we're counting down here. You got an answer, let's see. Wins. Moses. Absolutely right. Moses invented gold. Drinking of gold to be in touch with yourself and God. Moses. 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 You guys are good. Yes, Moses invented. How does silver affect people's vibration? Great music. Thank you, David. Silver is, think about this, very good for making money as well as gold. Why? You ever hear the expression, born with a silver spoon in his mouth? Silver was, and still is, the natural purification. They used to throw silver coins in a well. There were a whole bunch of expressions with silver. I just remember the silver spoon. Silver vibrates health. And health to women vibrates, this guy's healthy, he's a good breeder. It's primal. Silver and gold together, all the precious metals, all from the Bible, all worked. It's no accident Jesus got gold as a gift. It's even wearing of gold, okay, has a very minimal vibration. But when you take it in, boom! Look up this on Google. You know, you think the brain is all here? You have 3 brains in your body. No, it's not down here. The one here, the heart, is a tremendous brain. That's what radiates. That's what you feel in your heart. You know, when you see most Aboriginal people, you say, "Where is your brain?" They go, "Here," because that's all the feelings are. And the heart has vibration. So you vibrate out there, and the stomach, because when you feel something scary or bad, right in the stomach. And that's why I'm going to give us some free advice here. Don't work out stomach for abs or 6-packs so people will like you better. Work out your stomach, because the Japanese and the Chinese and all the martial arts know when your stomach is strong, your tandem, as they call it, or tandem in Japanese, it brings out the spirit of the warrior in you, and everybody likes a warrior. Is it okay to lie to a woman? Up to you. Look, if you tell lies to women, or if you tell them the truth, there's going to be fights and arguments anyway. The important thing is, don't get in arguments. You know, lies, yeah, it's okay. Because it's going to happen anyway. Maybe tell them about Napoleon Hill's mastermind group and how to develop one for picking up women. Okay. Napoleon Hill had something called a mastermind group. Now, they thought he was crazy back then until he became super rich. And then so he got a little quiet. He would actually set up chairs at a table, like he was at a board of directors meeting, saying, "I call upon the spirit of Henry Ford. I call upon the spirit of John Rockefeller." Not them, the spirit of. Big difference. And that's on the occult possession thing in much more detail. And pretend to talk to these spirits, because the spirits, you call the spirits, they'll come down. That's everybody says, "Oh, no, it won't." They try, "Oh, they came down. Oh, they came down." So the guy who took that bath and it worked? Yeah, the stuff works. It's just that they blinded you from it. So if you want to pick up girls, you bring them the spirit of Hugh Hefner. I wanted the spirit, not Hugh Hefner, the spirit of Hugh Hefner. Or any spirit of anybody, either Don Juan, the spirits of picking up girls. I just want to talk to them. And it's amazing, because I wrote a book last night in my sleep, because I just let things channel through me. But that's all on the possession thing, how to let that happen. New audio released today. Too much detail to start to go in now. Okay, I'm going to overdrive a little bit. Let's have some more questions because this is fun. I'm having a good time. Not a lot of music tonight, but a lot of talk. When doing the egg ritual, does it matter if I'm driving a car and throw them out the window? That's how I do it. That's how I do it. I just got to tell you, one time I went like this, and I only forgot one thing, was to open the window. That wasn't good. But yeah, I have done it from the car, and it works. Otherwise, you're walking around. No, it doesn't matter. It was done before there were roads, actual real roads, before there were, not real roads, but real roads. The egg ritual was done in Africa and immediately adopted by the English to build an empire. All right, David, what's up? 3 brains. I guess a brain transplant would be out of the question if you think with your heart. No, the brain is just basically, it's like the director. Kyle, this is indeed fun. Learning, nonstop. Where can I get the audio on Fire Magic? At GaryBrodsky.com, the 3 CD Occult Power set. All right, this is from the Yahoo customer. They need to read in order to have positive information to input into their mind. So this can be used for all sorts of good rituals. And that's absolutely true. A leader is a reader. Okay, this is good. The rifle on the wall of the laborer's cottage and working class apartment is a symbol of democracy. It's our job to see that it stays there. George Orwell. Great quote. Great quote. Really great quote. I'm going to keep that one. All right, let's go for last and final round of questions. Anybody new? Anybody old? Okay, let's do a little song here.
I'd like to thank the guy who wrote the song.
Bear with me on this.
I made my baby fall in love with me. Who put the bomb in the bomb, the bomb, the bomb?
1 second.
Who put the rhyme in the rhyme and the ding dong? Who put the...
Okay, at one time when this song came out, I Got a Girl Named Rama Ding Dong. All the songs simultaneously from every record company, all the Hindu gods, Rama and all that stuff, the doo-wop, all Hindu gods hidden in there. And then all of a sudden, a couple of years later, everybody was switching to Eastern religions. That's what I'm talking about, mind control. You don't always see it. Okay, last and final round for questions. Last and final round for questions. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you, Gary, for the show. See, this guy knows how to be a gentleman. And if you don't know how to be a gentleman like Juan, or at GaryBrodsky.com, you can get so much by being a gentleman. You have no idea. Kyle, are there any positives to smoking tobacco? I can't answer that because I don't want to get sued. Okay, the cigarette companies make money. How's that? That work? What if a woman ignores you? Should you pursue her or forget it? Now, very interesting question. Why? Don't give a damn if you're ignored. Do whatever you want. Your life, your terms, you live it. That is not being mind controlled. Okay, I'm going for the end of the cigarette questions. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. Hit up the sites immediately. Buy everything in sight. Hey Gary, my favorite quote. Vini Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. It's on the pack of Marlboro, by the way. But it is a great quote. Julius Caesar. This is from the Yahoo customer whose name will remain anonymous. I don't know it. The real effects of mind control is how do you feel about yourself, your life, others, and your future. Could not be put in better words. Thank you. And from Max, how do women really think? Thank you. How do women really think? With emotions, not with logic. They have some logic, but they're mostly emotional creatures, which is good. That's why you need passion. Okay, thank you. I'm out of here. This is going to be up on YouTube, by the way, because on Ustream there's too many commercials.
Yo, let's do this.
So, thank you all for being here. Tell everybody about the show because it's got to get bigger. And it's on every Sunday at 11 o'clock. I've only missed it once because I had a blackout. So I'll be here next Sunday. And look out for some webinar invitations. So, I will see you all next Sunday. GaryBrodsky.com, ColdForce.com, NewUltraHealth.com. Be there. Yeah.
Been dead as a death. That's the colors I choose. Red or blue, colors of blood. It just don't matter. Sucker died for
So,
life with my shot.
GaryBrodsky.com. Get it up. Look at it. Just listen to the sound clips. There's a lot in there. And it's happening right now. Thank you for watching.